One Nation leader Pauline Hanson, I think, is on the line now from Canberra. Great to have you with us, Senator.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me on. Good to speak to you.
Where are we putting all those people?
Who knows? Who knows? It is absolutely disgusting what they've done. Steve, immigration has been a big issue of mine since I was first elected to Parliament. I'll try to explain the impact that it has on our way of life, standard of living for most Australians. It is going to be an impulse on our infrastructure, nursing homes, water. It's just never ending. Schools, you name it. So the government uses immigration to crop up our GDP. That's why they bring in the migrants, because they're going to be selling more products. Big businesses want it because turn over more products, so that's why productivity goes up, because you've got more people buying product here. And it's not a way, it's a Ponzi scheme. So these people at the end of the day are going to need nursing homes, infrastructure, housing and all the rest of it. So the losers out of this are the Australian people.
But aren't we in the middle of a housing crisis now? Aren't we seeing people, I was standing in an apartment block a couple of weeks back and there was about 60 people queued up out the front to rent a very dark and dingy 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, if you bring all these people in, they're going to have somewhere to live.
Steve, you are quite right with it, but see, Albanese doesn't want to consider that. Chalmers don't want to consider it. They said, oh, well, we're going to give a 15% pay increase to renters, so it's going to be up to about $31 extra a fortnight that we're going to help you pay that increase in rent, because rents are going up, supply and demand. It makes common sense. Then they're talking about building all these houses that they intend to build. Where are they going to get the materials from? Where are they going to get the workers from to build all these houses? It's not going to happen. But keep bringing more migrants into the country, and it's just ridiculous, and they're saying jobs out there. Steve, we've got about 1 million people on the welfare system at the moment. Why haven't we got these people being forced to actually go to work? And I'm talking about these people who have been on welfare for 20, 30, 40 years. Why are we giving them an increase in the dole payment when they haven't even worked for so long? It's become a way of life. I know it's not much that they're getting, I agree, but they're quite happy with it. So they all pull their rents together, live in the one accommodation, have a wonderful way of life, and yet the guy next door who has to go to work is paying for it.
Just back on the office staff, I mean, I was critical of the fact that every MP's office will get an extra staff member. Apparently all the MPs, including you, are all overworked and don't have enough staff. Now, I understand for you as an independent, One Nation doesn't have the resources of the Liberal MPs, the Labor MPs, even the Greens and even the Teals, but do we need 5 staff members in Canberra living off the taxpayer?
Definitely not. My office is totally different. You see, as a senator, we actually have, I've got over 5 million constituents in the state. If you're in Tasmania, it's half a million. You've got 12 senators in Tasmania, as you have in all the states. As a senator, you've got the whole state to represent, whereas a lower house representative has about 100 or 110, maybe 120,000 constituents. So no, you don't. You are absolutely spot on, right in your comments and what you said. You know, these days with the telecommunications, you can do a lot of your work via the internet, Skype, telecommunications, all the rest of it. And you don't have the invitation. Some of these electorates are only 5 kilometres by 5 kilometres in the inner city. So where are they needing all the work? And you're right, a lot of people don't go. You know what? A lot of people don't even know they can go to the Members of Parliament's office and complain or try to get work done. They don't even have a clue. They know who I am.
A lot of people don't even know who they are.
My office. That's what I was about to say.
A lot of people don't even know who their local MP is. No,
I get people pulling me.
And as I said,
I get people pulling me up in the shopping centre, telling me their issues because they know who I am, and I'm dealing with their issues while I'm doing my shopping. I've got no problems with that, and I've helped many people out that way. But a lot of these people wouldn't know who their Member of Parliament is. Tell me about overworked, and because they're with the major political party. You know, they walk in the Parliament when the bell's ringing, they wouldn't have a clue what they're voting on because they follow the party line. I have to be across everything. I have to know what I'm voting on, and that's the difference between their office and my office.